Alright, just a quick workflow today just to show you how to do a quick using the 2D real view, so where you're adding the photo to the scan to do a digital mock-up, say, and then also how to add in an additional scan. So first thing, we'll go right click modify. I've already imported in the scans, as you can see. I've come over here and I've added in how to import it. I've clicked on there, imported in a photo just there, select that and then shows you photo. So I've got a photo for a digital wax up. I've set these, obviously, these four up as a temporary on prepared model, and I've just chosen model material as my choice of material. I've also bridged them so that you only just have to do one path of insertion rather than doing every single tooth as a separate path of insertion. This is just for doing a digital wax up. It's not for anything else that you'd use. But it's a workflow to also show you how to do the additional adding in the photo. So cool. Once we go right click design. Now I'm not going to go through all the trimming and refining steps. We'll just leave that as it is and we'll continue to power forward. So we'll just go. So we'll just go next all through these steps. I've set the annotations here. They were set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 where they needed to be. Next. Path of insertion, we just have to set the 1 because I bridged it, so that's the path of insertion set. And we're going to go next. Oh, stream read error, good work. Alright, once our smile design, that's because I've been in this about 3 times because I keep on getting distracted. You know, once you've morphed these to wherever you want them to be, you can, you know, add little bits and pieces. I'm just bringing them a little bit further forward. Huzzah, that's my design and I'm happy with. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add in an existing scan to align, let's say, if you wanted to add in the existing scan to see where your margin is. So we're going to click our purple tooth, which is this one just here, add additional scan. We're going to hit load, and we're going to hit load, and I want to make sure that the scan that I'm aligning to is the upper jaw and upper jaw. Alright, so I'm going to hit load, because obviously I want to align this to the upper jaw. Now, wherever you've got your scan, you can see, I'll just add that in now. Now, because these scans are exactly the same, it aligns them perfectly, right? So right now they're both aligned, but if I hit this align tool, because yours are going to come in, you know, something like that. They're going to be in a different position, or they're going to be rotated around like that, right? So because they're not going to be in perfect alignment. So what you need to do is when you hit the align, you need to hit the move button, and you need to basically rotate this around so you're looking at it side by side, so you know exactly where you're going to be clicking on these buttons. I like to turn the color off, and now I click points and 3-point alignment, and I'll click, say, 1 point there, 1 point here, 1 point there, and I'll click on the same 3 corresponding points on those scans, and then what will happen is then you hit align, it will see all 3 points, and then it will snap in. Cool. Now that's snapped in together. So you would be able to, I've brought in an additional scan already, but you'll be able to bring that in, and that's your additional scan that you'll be bringing in. Obviously you'd have color, so you can see now that would be color, and then you'd bring in your existing scan, which would be your black and white scan that you're talking about. So that's how you do the loading of your additional scan. And then the other question that you wanted to know about was doing the 2D real view. So we're going to click on the real view over here on the right. I'm just going to delete what I've got here, delete all lines. I'm just going to delete that line so that we're starting this line and let's just go right click, remove all points. So we're starting afresh. So pretty much, well, let's just move this over here. So what we're doing is, the first step is you click on the middle of the two pupils. So you've set that up. That's pretty much, well, you know, setting up the plane to be correct. Generally I find that's all I need to do. For the next step, we're going to click here, and then what we want to do is, once we've clicked on there, we're going to then left click, and draw the outline of our lip line. I've got a little bit of food in there, gotta love it. Bless that, you know, breakfast, whatever it was, toast and something. Alright, so once I've drawn the outline of where I want that to go, the next step is now highlighting and selecting teeth. Now ideally you want to try and keep everything similar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I'm keeping everything low? And let's go there and then there. And now this will start to snap in. You can see how that snapped in. And now I'm going to click there, and I'm going to click, I can see that it's there. So you can see how the scan's in the background image. You can start to see where that is. So see that shadow down there? So I'm going to click on there, and then I'm going to click on there. And now every time that I do this, I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to click on there. So it keeps on refining, and it will keep on adjusting until I've got it pretty close to where I need it to be. So you can see just here, and then I'll click on back there. There we go. So that side looks pretty good. And then over on this side, I might maybe click on, let's click on there, and I believe that's going to be about there. Cool. So that's aligned pretty close. So if I were to now bring in the mock-up of the particular case, now I'll just move it to all teeth, just like that, and then let's just bring that in again. There we go. Cool. So you can see all the teeth there. So now you can start to go, oh, you know what, I want to adjust that around, or you know, you can see you've got your adjustments here. So, but essentially that's how you can adjust that mock-up depending on you know, what position it's in and whatnot. So that's how you use a 2D real view over the top. Cool. So that gives you an idea. Alright, so I'll just close out of that. And that's pretty much all the workflow for both things that you're wanting to see how to do. Alright, cool. I'll just press pause on that one.